Hello everyone, welcome to this 30-day freelancing challenge for mechanical engineers, and this is day 8. Many of us has already completed week 1 all the challenges and tasks. Now this is day 8, and in this complete week we will be mostly discussing about the portfolios and the freelancing platforms. So today we will learn how we can create an amazing portfolio, a strong portfolio that will attract customer, that will help us to get some freelancing projects and gigs. Before we'll get started, those people who don't know portfolio, before we'll get started, for everyone who don't have any idea like what is portfolio, then guys, portfolio is just a collection of all the past work and projects that you had completed. Only the best work, only the work that has added some value. So if you are still confused about what is portfolio, just go through this video and at the end you will have a clear idea. When we talk about the portfolio, there are lots of questions coming into our mind. But the first question is always where we can display our portfolio. What are all the platforms available? What are all the options available where we can present our portfolio? We can start creating our portfolio. As per my experience, I will recommend these platforms. As you can see, the first platform that I always recommend in 2024 is Instagram. Since we are living in 2024 and it's a digital era, so there is no sense of making a portfolio as a PDF or some other kind of offline document. I will always recommend that prepare your portfolio on online platforms. And in the list, the first option that I give is the Instagram, as you can see. So if you'll go and check out my Instagram portfolio, you can see I had included all the works that I had did so far, and I had also included a detailed description about the work I did. So this way you can include all the works you are doing, all the problems that you are solving as a mechanical design engineer into your portfolio. As you can see, whenever I am designing something new, I keep posted that on Instagram. So if someone is asking with me for my portfolio, I used to share my Instagram profile, and if someone is coming onto this profile, they will able to see all the works I did earlier as a mechanical design engineer and can get the idea of my experience, my knowledge, and accordingly they can hire me for their projects. So Instagram is really very important, just and it's also free. You don't need to pay anything to use this platform. Simply create a profile with your name or the brand if you want to create, and start uploading the content. So start uploading the best works that you had did as a mechanical engineer. It can be any designs, it can be any problems that you are solving, or it can be anything like ideas, sketch, or whatever you want to share onto this platform. You can do that, but make sure that you are uploading this onto Instagram and writing the correct description. For example, for this post, as you can see, this small design that I did, and if you open it, I had written all the story about it, like what the problem I had solved and everything. Here you can see that. So this way it gives a very clear instruction and also very clear idea about to the clients as well, like what kind of problems I am capable of solving. So if you had similar experience, if you had similar contents, you can start uploading onto Instagram today. And so this is the best way to start creating your portfolio, start collecting your portfolio items onto an online platform. The next in the list, as you can see, is the Facebook page. We can also start creating our portfolio onto the Facebook page. So if you'll go onto my Facebook page, that is with the same profile that I used to work with, that is 3-dashed, you can see I keep uploading all the works that I am doing as a mechanical design engineer, whether it's a tutorial or whether it's some 3D printing work or whatever that I am doing as a mechanical design engineer. It could be any kind of design or it could be any kind of development or problem solving. So whatever the work I am doing, I am uploading onto my profile, that is onto my Facebook page, as you can see. So these are the works all I am doing, all my designing stuff and everything. So if you're not an Instagram user, you can also create a separate Facebook page and start uploading all of your work. So this way you will get a link for your profile, and if someone is asking for your work, you can share your Facebook page link. And these days in 2024, most of us, almost everyone are users of Facebook. So it will be very easy for them as well to go through your portfolio, and this will also help you to gain some digital impression. As you can see, these are the number of followers who are following me onto Facebook. So that way I'm also getting some digital impressions, and also I'm able to collect all my work and the tasks I am doing as a mechanical design engineer on a single place. I don't need to rely on offline PDFs or Word documents or anything. So next in the list is the website. So if you can afford a website, separate a personal website for your brand or for yourself, then that could be very great, because there is always some certain amount of cost associated with the website. You had to buy domain names, you had to buy hosting. So these are small amount always associated with your website. So if you can afford that, website is one of the best option to present your portfolio. So let's go through my portfolio. As you can see, this is my portfolio page, 3dice.com/portfolio. And if you'll come over here, you will be able to see all of my work, the same work that you can find onto Instagram, the same work you can find onto my Facebook page. I also used to upload all those works onto my personal portfolio website as well. But here you will get more customization options. For example, I can segregate all my categories. If I will want to check all the work that I did as a 3D rendering services, and if you click onto that, you will be able to see all my 3D rendering projects that I had finished. So this way I can segregate the work. If you'll go back and if you'll go on to, let's say I want to check my product design projects. So if you'll click on it, you can see all the product design projects I did. For example, if I want to see this project, I will click on it and I will get some description about this project that we can completely customize. We can write more description about this project and also attach some images, videos, and other kind of documents to present to someone. So we get more flexibility, right? Instead, if you are doing the same on Instagram and Facebook, you will get less flexibility. But if you come onto your website, your personal customized website, you can be more creative. You can present your portfolio in a more creative manner. You can customize accordingly. But all these things need to have some experience in web development also. You need to learn like how we can use WordPress to develop websites, how we can customize our pages, and all those things that you need to learn. So if you are a beginner, you don't want to get into all these troubles into creating websites and all this stuff, still Instagram and Facebook page is the best option for you. But if you can do it, if you want to take it to the next level, then you can try out this, your personal customized websites as well. As you can see, if you go on to the product design section, you will be able to see all the products I had designed. And this you can see whether it's a reverse engineering project or some new concept development or some DIY project development or mechanical, some kind of mechanism development. All these things I had attached over here. So these things really gives a very good impression to the client if they want to hire me, or if they want to learn more about my experience, my level of work. Now the next option is YouTube. So if you have portfolio as a video, if you have the content as a video, you can upload these on Instagram and Facebook as well. But there are certain limitations. You cannot upload long videos onto Instagram. You can only upload reels onto Instagram. On Facebook you can upload long videos, but it's not well presented. So I will recommend that try the platforms YouTube as well. I will show you my portfolio. Here you can see this is my YouTube page, YouTube channel, where I used to upload all the work I am doing. Like if I am designing something, I just upload a video how you can design a certain object, and I used to record that and I used to upload onto YouTube. I'm not using very high-end hardwares. I am simply using my phone or sometimes a screen recorder software to upload my videos onto YouTube. But the benefit of it is like there are so many clients, there are so many people who are finding designers onto YouTube as well. So if they will come across my channel and my work, they can reach out to me to solve certain kind of problems, right? If any student want to learn something, and if he or she is having a problem in learning that concept or design approach, they can reach me onto YouTube and start asking questions. And from there I can help them, I can charge them. So it depends like how we can connect with each other. So YouTube is also a very good platform if you want to create your portfolio, especially the video contents. Then you can start exploring these platforms. You can start uploading the shorts onto your YouTube, like whatever the things you are designing and developing as a mechanical design engineer, as a problem solver. And there, from there, if someone has some certain kind of requirements, they can get back to you. So this is also one of the best platforms to start uploading your portfolio, especially the video contents. But there is also an option in the Facebook that is also known as the community page, where you can start uploading your images as well. And from there you can also start building your audience. As you can see in my community page, I also used to upload, there are so many design works that I am doing and all those stuff. And whatever the items you are uploading onto these platforms, there are certain formats you need to follow, like the image size, the image quality, and all those things. And those will be learning in this week how we can optimize those things as well. But these are all the platforms that I highly recommend. The first is Instagram, second is Facebook page, then your personal website, and the last is the YouTube. These are all the platforms. These four platforms I strongly recommend as a mechanical freelance designer if you want to start into this industry. Now, apart from these platforms, as a beginner, if you are a beginner, you can start from these platforms. But if you already had some experience and if you want to take some inspiration, like how other peoples are creating their portfolio, how they are developing their portfolio, what are the items they are including, how they are arranging those items, how they are presenting those items. If you want to learn that, there are these two platforms that is known as Behance. Just go on to this platform that is known as Behance, and the other is Dribble. These two platforms are specifically for designers. So if you'll go over there, you will be seeing like how other designers are creating their portfolio. You just need to take the motivation from there. Just don't get demotivated, because on these platforms people are uploading a very high end portfolio over there. So just don't get demotivated that my portfolio is very bad. Just take some inspiration, like how we can improve our portfolio and try to be as close as possible to their portfolios. Even today, after so many years of experience into freelancing, I don't have a very good looking portfolio. I still have a very disorganized and very bad looking portfolio, but it's enough to get to give idea to the client, like I will be able to finish their work. It's enough to give them the confidence. You don't need to be very fancy if you are starting your portfolio. If you are a beginner, just get with the basics, just stick with the basics, and that's enough. Now, the next and the most important question while planning and building portfolio is, what is to be included and what should be avoided while building your portfolio? And to answer this question, I will be taking portfolio examples that I had received from mechanical engineers from our community into my LinkedIn profile. As you can see, this is one of the portfolio that I had received. So right now I am reviewing this portfolio. As you can see, this portfolio item into the 3D parts, he has included or she has included some items. This looks very basic shapes, right? And this he call is a general water bottle. As you can see, if we're seeing this design, definitely we are 100% sure that this design cannot be manufactured, right? So definitely this design doesn't have sense into the real world. We don't have any value, we are not adding any value with this design into the environment, into the society. So this design is not to be included into portfolio. This is a very simple design, and this does not explains the exact skill of the designer, right? This is a kind of like someone who is good in drafting 3D modeling has created this design. But since we all are mechanical engineers, we had to include something into our portfolio that has added some value into somewhere, right? As you can see, maybe this cabinet is adding some value, but still from this image we are not sure that whether it's a sheet metal design or what purpose it is fulfilling. So it's really very important whatever you are including into portfolio. For example, if I will be writing a description for this, I will be attaching more angles for this product, like some flat image if it's a sheet metal product, some flat views, and some technical drawings and some other stuff with the assembly details and all those things. And I will also be writing that it's a sheet metal enclosure design for a PC cabin, and I will also specify the exact model for which I had designed. So this is really very important, that writing the correct introduction part for your portfolio item is important. So if we'll move to the bottom, as you can see, there is some sheet metal work has shown over here. So this is far better than from this design, right? As you can see, here are some flat views also shown over here. So but still I have some doubt here that it has some manufacturing, it can be some manufacturing problems over here. But I don't know what purpose it is fulfilling. If it's a design, then there needs to be some kind of model, some kind of electronics is going inside, right? Some kind of objects it is going inside it. It's not actual product. If it's actual product, there needs to be some cover over here. So those things we had to be included into our portfolio. We cannot include something into our portfolio that is not complete. We had to include only those things into our portfolio which are already finished, which are ready to be manufactured. Because if we are attaching such kind of things into our portfolio, we are completely giving a wrong impression to the client. Now as we'll move bottom, as you can see, he has also attached some image, and again it is asking you to watch on YouTube. So that's why I said that it's good that he has attached some video as well for this particular product. Maybe it could be a 360-degree view, or the complete design process, or a assembly process. So those things you can also include. It's a good thing. Now if you move on to the bottom, you can see there are some designs that are simple practice CAD practice designs. So if you are attaching these kind of designs into a portfolio, that is completely nonsense, because these are the simple practice designs. These are not a part or something that will be used in the real world, right? So don't ever include these things into your portfolio. If you're a CAD designer, it's good you can learning with these examples, but this should not be included into portfolio. Also here, since you can see he has some online personal website portfolio, but things are not really well attached. You can see not really well arranged. Things are going like vertically, but it should be arranged. If you don't have experience in a very good development process, how you can do web development, how you can customize your designs and everything onto your website, then don't do it. Simply go onto Instagram and start creating the page. That's the most easiest way. The Instagram will handle all the backend things, like how they will optimize your visualization of all the portfolio items. But if you don't have experience, don't do these things. This looks very unprofessional, and it will definitely going to give a very negative impression to your client. So this is one of the portfolio that I had reviewed. Now let's move on to the other offline portfolio that some students had sent to me. For example, this portfolio, as you can see, if you go on to the top, this person is doing some 3D modeling of trophies, and he had attached all those items into his portfolio, right? So as you can see from these images, it's very clear that maybe this person is not good in design for manufacturing, but he is very good in developing some organic shapes, right? So if client is having some similar kind of requirements, definitely he is going to talk with him. He is going to get impressed by his first page, even it is not well presented. As you can see, it's a very simple PDF image, not well organized, not proper theme is followed, but still the items that he has included is giving some impression, good impression. Now if we'll move towards the bottom, you can see he has some more organic shape designs, and he has attached those images. And from here he had attached lots of different kind of bottles that he has designed. Some are non-manufacturable, some may be manufacturable. So but he has included only a very specific domain, that is the bottle design, into his portfolio. So if some client is looking for the bottle designers, right, some kind of packaging design, then definitely he or she can talk with him at least once to understand like what will be the process on all those stuff. Because from his portfolio it's very specific that he is very good in such kind of task only, a very specific tasks only, that is the bottle designs. So this is really very important, that whenever you are developing a portfolio, don't just create a single category. Just create different categories. For example, if you are doing some plastic design, keep all your portfolio items of plastic design in that category. Then the other category could be like 3D printing, design for 3D printing, then keep all those things that is related to design for 3D printing into that category. For sheet metals, you can create different categories. So if you segregate your all your work into different categories, that way, if 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 a client is asking for very specific task, you don't need to send your complete portfolio. You can only send the specific category items that is suited as per his requirements. So that way you can start building your portfolio. So these are the some portfolio. Now the next portfolio that here I'm reviewing, as you can see, he has very good design experience in some kind of like wilderness, I will say, like technical details and layout preparation and design for manufacturing for especially structures. And here it's very evident, like he has attached some 3D model and also some technical drawing, basic technical drawing, because there is always some kind of non-disclosure agreement or some kind of intellectual property agreements that you had signed with your clients. So it's not very easy to include those items into a portfolio, right? You have to be very sure that whatever things that you are including into a portfolio that you can present to anyone is not coming under any of these categories, like you had not signed any NDA for these documents or images you are attaching. Here you had seen these two images and then some model for 3D printing. Again, here in under this modeling for 3D printing category, these images are very simple shapes, so there is no sense of attaching these images. Attach something that you had already 3D printed, because here we had attached written over here as this is modeling for 3D printing, and I cannot see any images where these parts get printed, right? And even I can see there are some problems into this design. If you try to print this one, it is not going to come accurate, because this is not DFM, not designed for manufacturing, designed for DFAM, designed for additive manufacturing. So these designs are completely wrong. So these portfolios will give negative impression. Now if you go on to the bottom, concept design for burner, so maybe this could be manufacturable design, but still it is not clear from these images, right? And if you go on to the bottom, there is some certain kind of disk where I think it's a reverse engineered, right? Someone has reverse engineered this image and then created this. So here it's very evident that this images is being created by the Autodesk student version software. So that's completely fine. That's not a problem. So if you can manage to get remove these watermarks, that would be really great. But still, if you cannot do it, that's fine. Then some casting products. So when he had said casting products, you also need to attach some image when this product got casted, because that way you will be giving confidence to your customer, to your clients, that whatever the designs you are making, it can be manufactured, right? Because the only people, only clients that is coming to you and asking you for freelance services, they just don't want to get the designs and will keep it as a digital file. They're going to manufacture it, and if you cannot design something for manufacturing, you are completely useless for them. So accordingly you can plan and design your portfolio. And I had already shown you my three different platforms: Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. From there you can just go and check out how I am planning my portfolio, I had included items into my portfolio. You can even comment to me as well. If I did something wrong, you can comment to me, like these are the things that is not to be into my portfolio. So I will take your comment as a very constructive feedback, and let me know if you still have any questions regarding to this creating portfolio, planning portfolio into this freelancing challenge. And the important task for the today's challenge is, under the challenge page you had to specify what platforms you're going to select between all the four platforms that I had explained to create your portfolio. You will find a questionnaire page where you had to select what platforms you're going to select to create a portfolio for your freelancing career. So this was all about today, guys. See you in the next day. Thank you so much. Keep learning, keep growing.